Okay, thank you for coming, Tina. This is Tina Holland in the limelight now, one of the real key members of our crew on Heartsfelled, the Identity Stealer. And today, Tina has variously been described to me as villager wrangler and AD. So I'm going to start by saying, Tina, can you tell us what AD stands for? That's part of your role on the set, but what does it mean?
Assistant director, but I will be dealing with the crowd.
Okay.
So our villages scenes will have quite a few people in, and possibly animals too.
Yeah.
And I will need to give them direction as to what, where, and how they are doing something.
Yes.
On the set.
Yeah, okay.
When we film.
Will continuity be a part of that role as well?
Absolutely.
Explain for us a little bit about continuity, or give us an example of when continuity goes wrong.
When continuity goes wrong. Well, it's about making sure that the costume is the same, making sure the people look the same, make sure that when you're taking a shot from one direction, but then perhaps the cameraman has got to take a different angle or a close-up, that you need to have people in the same place exactly, yet they would have left the set and then come back to the set possibly.
Right.
Or sometimes you have to do trick shots where you might need to move location entirely, where you literally up and take some of those prime pieces from your set and move them somewhere else, so that you have got different lighting, different angles and things like that.
But it's somehow got to match, so
it
that it blends
has
together.
To match.
Fantastic. Yes. That's a lot of responsibility, Tina.
Yep, no pressure.
Okay, something else I know about you, Tina, is that you are a very accomplished swordswoman, and you don't let the boys outshine you. What got you interested in swordsmanship and martial art?
I've always been that way inclined. I've done various disciplines through my lifetime. I guess with me, I've either done swordsmanship and fighting, or I've done singing, or lots of physical activity, running and things like that.
So all very healthy and very, hence your fabulous posture. You do a lot of work in film as an action extra background artist.
Indeed.
What's been your favourite experience that you can tell us about so far?
Well, there's well-known things that I've been in, like Star Wars. But often my most favourite filming roles have actually been the smaller shoots.
Yeah.
They're often the most fun.
Yes.
And in fact, I was Queen Victoria last year.
Wow.
Now that was an awesome shoot.
Yes.
And there weren't that many people filming.
So it was a tightly knit crew.
Very, very tightly knit crew.
Yeah.
So that was actually probably one of the nicest things I've done.
How lovely, Your Majesty.
We've
We've got a tightly knit crew on Heartsfelled as well.
Yes.
So really, it's come
They're
together.
always the best ones.
Yeah, that's fabulous.
And being busy doing things. I'm quite a physical person, so I like being quite physical.
Really active. Yeah.
Yes.
That nearly answers my next question. I've seen you dressed in armour. I've seen you dressed in pirate gear, and I've seen you dressed in silk gowns and so on. Do you have to have a lot of patience to be dressed up and made up for film in that way?
I think there have been occasions where I've been in a tight corset and such like.
Yeah.
And if you are on set with a tight corset on and you have nowhere to sit, and then you're meant to eat lunch,
oh my goodness,
and you've got a corset digging in the top of your legs, that is not my idea of fun, because you simply can't just sit down on the floor without parts of the bonework jabbing you. So that isn't always nice. I've been on a couple of sets, both well-known sets, so I'd best not say too much.
Okay.
NDAs and all that.
Okay.
But there was one occasion where I was on a very, very, very big set.
Yeah.
And our call time, I think, was 4 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my goodness.
And we were on set by 6:30.
Yeah.
and this was about November,
Oh. So,
and it was -7.
so you had 2.5 hours of prep in very uncomfortable conditions.
And I was in high-heeled, open-toed sandals
Oh.
all day.
Oh my word.
In fact, on that particular shoot, I
Yeah.
stood in for a very well-known actress.
Okay.
But I better not say what her name is, because again, I'm letting the cat out the bag.
We know we're mixing with real quality though, and that's what really counts for us. When you are doing any of those roles, do you have to really immerse yourself in the character you're representing, even if it's not necessarily a prominent character? Do you still give your all to being that?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It isn't always. It's not always easy filming. You know you have to concentrate, and you need good sleep.
Yeah.
On things.
Yeah.
It can be quite glamorous.
Yeah.
But you know sometimes you are actually turning up in a cold, wet,
Yeah.
soggy field.
Yeah.
And we were filming at Stately Home.
Yes.
And when I arrived, I literally landed in the vehicle I was in because the field was actually quite muddy, and I thought I would actually like to manoeuvre the car a little bit, but that was not how. It was just I've stopped.
Yeah.
I've got to stay here now.
Yeah.
Because if I try and move, I'm going to have the wheels all churning everything out. And I thought I'll just stay here.
Yeah.
It's not perfect, but I'll stay here, and I'll just let the field drain off as the day goes on.
Oh my goodness.
So that was
Yeah. So
it
lots
happens.
You're challenged in every way, really, aren't you? I know you love cats.
I do indeed.
When you go home, are they your calm sanctuary from the demands of film acting?
One of them.
One of them.
One of them.
Out of how many?
How many cats have I got? Currently I've got 8.
Oh, fabulous.
I have a daft one called Teddy who's deaf.
Yes.
And he's a cutie, but he's very much a character.
Yeah.
And I've got some very pretty cats as well.
Yeah.
But I've got about half of the population gets bathed quite happily. And I've got another cat that sits on me in the bath.
Yeah.
Which is quite interesting.
Oh,
so
lovely.
yes, so I do like my pretty cats.
It's a great relationship.
Oh yeah, they're super cats.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Tina. So that's Tina Holland, our AD and villager wrangler, continuity lady, and every other responsibility. We seem to.
And they're probably
that. Yeah.
I'll be dirtying people down
hands
as well.
dirtying. Yeah. Good, Tina. We couldn't do it without you, my lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.